Moving on to things that aren't so good, especially in my life. Certain person died. Fictional person died.
More Grindcast deaths.
Yeah. Marvel Comics, I do not know what the fuck you're doing anymore. Banner, he's dead. Hulk, no more.
Had to die.
Regular Hulk, no more. I mean, they address basically, it's in this issue,
Gamma
Civil War II, Part 3. They acknowledge in this issue, at least, they're like, Banner, you haven't had a Hulk incident in like a year or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's because you haven't used him in a year or so, but they at least acknowledge that. But it's like, is it really that hard to write stories for a giant bashing green monster? Like, is it?
No,
is it?
It's
like,
it's not hard, but people nowadays want extremely.
Frito Bandito over here.
You didn't notice?
Is that like laced with your inhaler fumes?
It's just nowadays people want more in-depth stories about like
That'd be fine.
way more complicated shit when it doesn't really need to be.
That'd be
all the
fine
time.
if that's what Marvel was actually giving us in return for this, but they're not. They're like, here's Cho. He's a smart guy too, who took some of Banner's, DNA, and now he's a Hulk. He likes girls and surfing.
What?
There you go. There's Hulk now. I hope that's what you wanted.
What?
The new lineup for Marvel now just,
That sounds so fucking terrible.
it looks terrible. You have Stark's gone. Now you have it's split into two teams. There's actually going to be two Iron Men. Okay, everybody knows about the Riri Williams thing. We talked about that in our last show. Victor Von Doom is going to be Iron Man now. Yes.
Okay.
What?
Thor is back.
Dude, can I get angry at this for like a minute?
I'm not
this
even.
is the
I'm not
fucking
even
dumbest
done.
thing.
Not even done yet. There's two teams.
Oh my
right?
god.
There's a team.
I'm furious right now. They're ruining Doom.
So what's going on in Civil War? There's a character named Ulysses, and he has a precognition where he has visions, and they're thinking they can use him to stop crime before it even happens. So they're pulling a Minority Report, right? So the teams are getting split down the middle of the people who think, well, you can't stop a crime if the crime hasn't started, and you can't prosecute with no crime, and then there's the other team that's like, well, we got to stop crime before it happens, because that's what we're here to do. We're heroes, So the one team lineup is, I think, like the Prowler's on it. Then you have Victor Von Doom as Iron Man. You have Fin Fang Foom, which, why would he give a fuck about any of this?
Wait.
Yes, you have Fin Fang Foom. Thor's back, but his armor is made out of some of Doom's armor.
Can I kill myself now? Cause
It's not even done.
how can it get fucking worse? You have a giant dragon fighting crime now?
And then you have on the team that wants to stop crime before it happens. You then have Captain America is on that team, which I would think would go against everything he's ever really stood for.
Yeah.
So. Again, I don't know what's going on. They're relaunching the entire universe again after the Civil War thing is over. But basically, the idea of there being a splitsies and a Civil War is going to just carry on throughout the whole thing. The Amazing Spider-Man run is basically down to a Renew Your Vows storyline. So it's not like you aren't getting Amazing Spider-Man the series anymore. You're getting Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Which is kind of like, great, you took your flagship character, the one you post on any fucking advertisement, and you're like, yeah, fucking his subtitle comic series, go with it. Yeah. Venom's getting a new start. I don't know if he's still in space. I don't know who the fuck Venom is now.
No legs and a mech suit.
I don't know. I don't even know. And the X-Men are no more in the Marvel universe.
Why?
Because of the movie rights between Fox and Disney. So there's no Fantastic Four ever again, and you're not going to get any X-Men now.
What the hell do they have the rights to the fucking Doom?
I don't know. I guess they figured out of all of them that are around, Doom is the cooler one. Which
I mean, Doom is cool as shit.
Doom is cool as shit. But as Doom, not as Iron Doom, which I think is what they're calling him.
What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. Then you have the second team, which is led by Riri Williams.
Well, I guess Iron Doom's better than Dr. Man, so...
It's true.
He should just be fucking Victor Von Doom, and that should be the end of it.
There's a girl in, and I don't know who it is. There's characters that I'm not exactly sure who they are yet. But there's a girl in the Iron Patriot armor. A little girl, because the Patriot armor looks humongous, and there's this little young girl's head sticking out the top of it. Then you have Cho as Hulk on that team.
Every time you say Cho, I'm thinking of the actor that was in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
No, not
John Cho, or whatever his
I
name
can't
is.
remember the full character's name, but I know his last. Amadeus Cho. There it is.
Or the Cho character from The Mentalist. There you
Yeah.
go, Mentalist fanboys out there. I'll give you a bone.
They kept Moon Girl around, which out of all the D-list comics that Marvel had going on, I really didn't think Moon Girl would stick around, but she's still around. I don't know what Marvel's doing. In the meanwhile, DC's sitting there going, so we're writing good stuff. You're welcome. And it is. If you haven't checked out any of DC's new stuff, go read it. It's
How could
fantastic.
they fucking ruin Marvel this bad when the fucking movies and TV series are going so well?
When I read this,
Did they decide, hey, let's just not have our good writers work on the comics anymore? Because people aren't reading those.
It's like you're outside and you're grilling a steak and you're paying all your attention to that steak, and meanwhile your house is burning down.
yeah. Oh, this steak's gonna be so fucking delicious.
and then when you're
My
done,
apartment's right outside. Sir, move away. Fucking steak, man.
and then when you're done grilling that steak, you realize the whole time the T in the T-bone stood for tofu.
Stop it.
And then you're like, fuck, I don't like anything I have now.
And I have nowhere to live.
That's how I kind of feel like right now. I don't know where I used to be a Marvel person through and through. I was like DC, I'm like Batman, that's it. That's all I really cared about in DC's universe. Now I'm sitting here like, I'm fucking reading Superman comics because it's good. I'm reading Batman comics. I'm reading
really
Nightwing. I'm reading
Cared
Flash.
for Superman. He's boring to me.
You know what? The new Superman, the Action Comics is my second favorite thing out of the new DC stuff right now. It is really good. And I said that myself. I'm like, I don't fucking care about Superman. He's white bread. He's a dude who can fly. He has superpower.
He's milk
He's
toast
strong.
as shit.
Whatever. Who cares? But the story is fucking great. And then in the meantime, Marvel's sitting here like, ha we're gonna be politically correct. And fuck you if you don't like it, because we don't give a shit. We got a mouse running our fucking shit now.
Look at that. Not even Mickey Mouse. I'm thinking Mighty Mouse is controlling all of Marvel. God damn it.
Mighty Mouse.
So they're doing Marvel.
And I hate this issue because the way they wrote it is actually good. Like, it's Bendis at his best at writing, but the fact that they killed him sucks. Because that right there, with what's happening later on, is the final nail in the coffin of what used to be Marvel Comics. They got rid of him. You already know Tony Stark's on his way out the door, so it's all that's left is all the new stuff they started that everybody's kind of like, about.
They're all just waiting for the movies, so they're gonna buy the comics until the movies come out.
Which is, and it's funny when you think about that too, because it's like, the movies are doing so well because it's the characters everybody wants playing the roles of that character. You know? So,
What are you gonna do about it, though? You can stop buying Marvel comics.
which is what I did. I went into, well, I'm following this through because this story is actually pretty decent, but most of the runs of the stuff that I was getting, I took off of my subscriber list because I'm like, fuck you. You're now just going to kill off everything I grew up with. Jack Kirby's fucking spinning in his goddamn grave. You know,
It's not
like,
a grave, it's a giant mausoleum.
grand mausoleum. Sitting there like, what are you doing? And Stan at this point's like, I'm just fucking retired, true believers.
Yeah, well, he just has to show up for movies every now and then. He's done.
I'm writing Stan Lee's Chakra, a kid's comic. Fuck off. I don't care. All I want is strippers and blow.
Where's that Tony Stank guy?
Where's Stank?
I guarantee
He said he was
you,
gonna drive.
if fucking Stan Lee It's just fucking hookers and just snort and blow.
I'm sure his wife would not be very happy about it.
That would be fucking excellent.
That's his new career path.
If that's what he's doing, I want a comic of that.
That would be freaking. That'd be great. He doesn't even fight crime. He's just like
We'll
an
just
asshole.
call it Stan Lee's Descent
A descent. That's an ascent to me.
into awesomeness. So there's my Marvel rant. I'm sorry, if you don't agree with me, it's whatever. I don't care. In the long run,
He cares.
well, in the long run,
He
you
wants
do
to
what
hear
you.
your opinions.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Except if they're wrong.
If you disagree with me, fuck you. But tell me anyway.
no. If you do disagree with me, let me know. But when it all
Let's
boils
have
down to is you
adult
gotta.
conversations about
Yeah.
it.
When it all boils down to is you read what you like. It's whatever. But for me, this is not my cup of tea. I'm moving on to stuff that's like, yeah, hey, Bruce Wayne's Batman. He's still Batman? Good. I'm going to read that now because he's back to being Batman. He's not a robotic fucking bunny mech fighting crime in goddamn Gotham.
Are kidnapping young girls to be Robin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Frank
So
Miller.
there's comics. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I said to Will earlier, I was like, the new shipment came in. I'm looking at the new wall and I'm like, yeah, there's all these big name fucking, titles on the wall. And I'm excited about a King Kong comic. That's what I was excited. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to read about this flea-bitten, huge fucking hairy ape.
God
Fucking
damn it, man.
fantastic. I got Batman staring me over here. And I'm like, I'll get to you. I got Marvel stuff all over the wall. And I'm just like,
God
I want to read about King Kong.
No one wants to read about King Kong.
I do. That's my shit.
You know
love
what
giant monsters.
I've been wanting to pick up is like Brian Keenan said, the new Scooby-Doo. I want to pick that up and read it. I haven't had a chance to yet.
I didn't get to either.
I got to read some of it like on a website. It actually was written
I just
pretty
can't
damn
stop
well.
looking at Scooby's holographic eyebrows. It weirds me out. And the new Flintstones came out, which is also kind of weird because
Isn't
they're
it?
all drawn like super roided out freaks, and they look
Yeah.
like normal people, not cartoonish.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What?
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
They're all drawn like real people. From what I got flipping through the first issue, the owner of Bedrock Corporation, what was his name? Mr.
Mr. Slade?
Mr. Slade has a party. Slate has a party
a
at
black
his
joke.
house, like a jacuzzi party at his house. He's bored because nothing's going on. There's a woolly mammoth that just walks up and he's like, "Yeah, go try and kill that." One of the dudes just goes out. That's like they were trying to have there was like another company working with him or whatever. One of their dudes goes out to try and kill it, and he's like, "Yeah, now it's a party." An iceberg slips away, he dies, and then it's just like
What is going on?
the other people are like, "Yeah, I don't think we can work for you, Mr. Slade." And then it was like, and now this is very abridged because I didn't read the whole thing. I'm just flipping through. Like the last couple panels, it's like Flintstone's like, "Oh, what about that raise, Mr. Slade?" He's like, "You failed me, Flintstone." And then the comic ends.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Granted, I probably should have read it word for word to figure out how everything was going on, but
That's very abridged.